I'm talking to a lot of your people, and they're going to form a wall, different kind of a wall, until we get the other one built. We need a wall built fast, fast. We have to protect our borders. We don't have borders. We don't have a country. We have to protect our borders.
President Trump pushing the importance of building that border wall as a massive migrant caravan makes its way toward the U.S. border. The president saying he will send in the U.S. military to deal with it if he has to. Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas and a Fox News contributor, joins us now. Governor, what do you make of the president's approach as we watch thousands of migrants heading to the U.S. border? He is vowing to stop this.
Well, and he should, because he's president of the United States, and one of the main jobs he has is protecting America. Senator, there's no doubt that there are some desperate people, some women and children who are in that horde of people who are coming this way. But we don't know who's in that great, vast number of people. And quite frankly, we already do know that there are some people who have some nefarious intentions. The fact is, if you're an immigrant, you knock on the door respectfully and you say, may I come in? I'd like to work. I'd like to become part of your country. What we're seeing here are people who are demanding that they're going to come in and nothing's going to stop them. That's not an immigration. That's an invasion. And that is not something that we have a responsibility to accept. We have a responsibility to stop.
But what does this look like? I mean, we know that they're still a long way from the southern border of the United States, but when this actually does happen, and it seems to be the caravan growing in numbers, the last we heard, it's grown to numbers greater than 7,000. And if this does happen, the president's vowing to send as many troops as necessary to stop this caravan from entering the country. What does that look like?
Well, it's going to look ugly, quite frankly. But I'll tell you what also looks ugly is the fact that what we have is, again, an invasion. And you just can't stand there and say, well, if there's that many of you, then we're going to go ahead and just look the other way. Because then you've really created a wide open door, and it'll never stop. I don't understand. I mean, what it looks like in some ways, Senator, you might say it's a registration line for Democrat voters, because the Democrats have been silent about this. Why? Do they not care about the borders of our country? Do they not care? Do they not have any interest in sorting out who is really coming here under the guise of asylum and who's coming here just because they feel like that they can and nobody can stop them because they're too great in numbers? If we're not a strong enough country to stop an invasion of several thousand people who demand, who feel like they have a right to bust through the borders, to break into our homes, to just come in and say we're going to do whatever we want, then we're not a very strong country anymore.
The president spent a lot of time talking about this last night. Is this and will this be a winning issue for Republicans a couple weeks from now?
I hate to use it in those terms, but in crass political language, yes, it will be. Because if the Republicans look like they actually care about protecting America and the Democrats look like they shrug their shoulders and look the other way as people who we have no idea why they're coming, except we see them burning our flag and using profanity to talk about America, that's not how you immigrate to a country that you want to be a part of and assimilate into. That's an invasion, and I keep using that word because that's what this becomes on the part of many of the thousands of those people who are not coming here because they respect and love and want to be a part of America, but quite the opposite. And we have no responsibility to let them in. We have a responsibility to make sure we keep them the heck out.
And we've heard the president slamming Central American countries, obviously threatening to withhold aid, saying that they should be doing more to stop this. We are watching it. That caravan is making its way through Mexico as we speak. Governor Mike Huckabee, thank you. Nice to see you this morning.